So today back looking at the 2024 Toyota CHR self-charging hybrid in design spec, because this colour is free. And you know me by now, I do like a bargain and I don't like paying for things. So this colour is the only colour you get for free, but I also found out today that you can get a black cap. So order from factory for just 350 quid, you can get the black cap on it, which would totally change the look of this, I think. I think if you had this in white, which is free, which I love, with a black cap, and then the setting off with the black wheels, which are diamond cut, polished, I think that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? And if you got it in the plug-in, these on the plug-in are 39.1, so then with the black cap and the free paint, you're only looking at like 39.5, which, music to my ears, you'll see it in my other videos, you don't have to pay the higher rate road fund license, you don't have to pay that extra £410 per year. So yeah, free paint, black cap, that's my advice. I prefer these wheels as well, because I've just driven this and it's a lot smoother. Then I took a CHR GR out and it's got the bigger wheels and it was a little bit bumpy, a little bit jolty on the road. This one's a lot smoother, and I actually quite like the steering wheel in this now as well. So let's jump inside and have a look. Jump on over to POV mode and you've got the 12.3 screen, which I've showed you before. It's all very nice, great sat nav. You can go over to your digital radio, which is all very good. You've got car modes, tells you all about your car history and data. And if you have the plug-in, it also shows you when you charged and how long you charge for. So it's quite good if you've got a plug-in to have all the information so you know how your car is performing. Got a nice reversing camera, all very good. You've got heated seats, wireless charging, you can go to EV mode. Like I said earlier, this steering wheel is actually quite nice, very soft. Like the sports wheels are a little bit firmer. It's got kind of like it's almost like a stress ball effect. It really has, really nice. Got a few modes on there. You've got an electric boot release down here. But yeah, all very nice in here. The only thing I did note, my daughter, when I test drove one before, my daughter said it was a little bit closed in on that cabin, on that side. This comes out. She says she likened it to being in a business class seat on an aircraft, kind of like shut off from the rest of the passengers. But apart from that, it's all very nice in here, isn't it? I mean, come on, this is, what is this, 34 something. So if you get it in white, it's free. I'm quite liking the white now, especially now I know you can put a black cap on it. Now I know you put a black cap on it, this is going to change the look of this car. Let's have a look over the seats. Yeah, I said I've mentioned them before. I'm getting used to them though. I'm getting used to them. That's the design spec in the cab. You've got the cloth again on the doors. I suppose it makes it comfy when you put your arm. I like putting my arm on here when I'm driving. You've got lumbar support. Like always, I'm going to take you on a 4K walk around for things I spotted, and today that is this. You can put a black roof on this for 350 quid. Seems like a bargain to me. It's all very nice in the back, as you can see, and you can actually access the boot through from there. And it's got top tether for your child seats, so you can restrain them from the top, as well as the Isofix down there. It's also got a little charging port down here, which my daughter will love. And if you see these little rings around them, they're like an ambient light, so that will light up in the dark. So in night, you'll be able to see it and you won't be missing it and hitting this. You'll just be able to locate your charging lead straight into there. These are the wheels on the design. Have a 55 profile, giving it a much smoother ride, I feel. And here is the GR with the wheels I was talking about. They're 40 profiles. So this is the car I actually drove. And it was a little bit harder, a little bit firmer ride. If you like a sports ride, these are great. I mean, go and have a look at the video that I posted of me driving this at night on an extended test drive. It's a lovely car, but for me, I'm currently preferring the design wheels. Boot size, very acceptable in this, isn't it? On the plug-in though, you'll notice I've done a couple of other videos. The boot's a bit higher, not too much, it's up to here. So you lose about that much. Is that a gauge? Can I gauge it with that much? But yeah, there's one thing I noticed on this actually when I was driving it, and I'll try and replicate it in a minute, and I won't tell you what it is, but I'll show you in a minute to see if I can replicate it. Because when you're driving along, it kind of like just catches your attention, and you just at first you think, whoa, you might get used to it, but I'll show you in a sec. I'll see if I can replicate it for you in a sec. But yeah, this is in white, the free colour. What do you reckon? Would you have the free colour or would you pay money? Like silvers, blacks, greys, they're like 650 quid if I remember rightly, but if you want the pearl white, it's like 900, I think. And then if you put a cap on it, so if you're going plug-in and then you want the better paint and the better cap and all that, and then you're looking at more than 40,000, and you're going to spend loads of money on that road fund license, like I said. But I think this is really nice. What do you reckon? It's got the 1.8 self-charging hybrid. Like I said before, you can get this in the plug-in for 39.1, which has the 13.8 kilowatt battery underneath. It has a little bit of a beluga lump. You see my videos, I spotted it. It hangs down, and for me, it hangs down a bit too far. But if you don't bump off that many curbs, I'm sure you'll be fine with it. So go and have a look at those videos. But it was just basically to update today to say, this is the free paint. This is the only one you get in free, is white. I quite like it in white. Last time I looked at a white one, it was, I have a look at the video, I needed an arc to get home. It was like deep with wet. It was raining heavily. So yeah, white, I'm thinking white with a black cap for just 350 quid. What's not to like about that? I do love the lights on this as well. So I'll see if I can shut that bonnet down and multitask. Yeah, of course I can. Look at that. I mean, it's cracking. As I said, the sun's gone in. It's cloudy. I've got hay fever. I sound a bit weird today. But I don't need to sound any good because the car's doing all the talking. Look at that. It looks great, doesn't it? Let's see if I can replicate that noise that I mentioned. We'll see if we can do it. We'll see if we can do it. Okay. Right, I'm just going to see if I can replicate what... There. Did you hear that? So as you drive off, it makes a clunking noise, right? Which I suppose you'll get used to after a while. But when you're not used to it, you think you've hit something. You really do. It kind of makes you jump. So the ride in this is lovely and smooth and a lot less bumpy than the GR that I drove. So I really do like the drive in this actually now. It really is whisper quiet in here. Look, I just noticed you can literally hear my hands squeaking on the steering wheel. It's that quiet in here. It's quite incredible. It's so quiet. It's like unreal quiet. It's that quiet. But anyway, you have a great weekend. If you enjoyed that video, please do give it a like. It helped my channel immensely. And I'll see you again soon when I'm looking at something else. This is the 2024 Design Spec Self-Charging Hybrid CHR. I love it. In white, it's free. You can't argue with that. But put a 350 quid cap on it. It will look even better. See you later.